Is not bad. Let's start from there. Fundamental debt is not bad, but the critical thing about debt is what are you getting that debt for? So you can get debt to finance a business, and the business pays back, and you're comfortable. You don't have to think about where do I get money to pay it, because the business will pay it. You get debt to buy a car, and it's able to become an Uber, and that Uber pays back for itself. Now, in that scenario, debt is good. Now, where you're bringing in debt to finance liabilities, like you're getting into debt to buy a car just for the sake of, I need to have a car to get me from, my house to work, and fuel it. That's really the issue about it, because then you're financing a liability. It's not bringing in anything, it's just consuming out, and therefore you're on this other side, you've gone and taken a large sum amount of money and financed that. The people who take debt to finance holidays without knowing how to pay it back, and in most cases you find those decisions are driven a lot by peer pressure. Like, we need to go to Naivasha, we have a thing this night, let's panga nini, and somebody tells you, by the way, everybody 10k, and you feel so pressured, like, I don't want to be the one left out, so quickly let me get from a mobile lender, and these guys are crazy. The interest rates are not small, man. 17 to the range of 20% per month that you're paying back. So the first thing you need to ask yourself, what are you using debt for? That's the first thing. Then once you find yourself in that situation, it's not the easiest. It's like addiction. The way you get people addicted to different vices. Debt can also be an addiction, where you just want to borrow and get from here and get from there. So it reaches a point that two ways you can look at it. If you're the type who can just reach a point and say, I'm done, I'm not going to borrow anymore, I'm going to start fixing my small debts quickly and get myself out of it, you can. There are those actually who then have to even get into counseling, because there's debt counseling. You actually go into debt counseling, where you get to walk with somebody who then tells you, don't do this, and they walk with you the journey, because there are people who actually have an addiction to debt. They're borrowing from one mobile lender, jump to another one, you lend from here to pay this, and then you lend from here to pay this again. There are people who are actually in that web, and it's very hard to get out of it. So sometimes you just need a debt counselor who can talk to you. But if you are on the other side, where you realize, hey, I've reached rock bottom and I need to figure out and sort out my life, there are several ways you can start doing. So first of all is stop borrowing. Just stop. As in, there's no other thing about just stop borrowing. Stop getting 5,000 shillings from here to go to a party. Stop getting 10,000 shillings from here to buy something for the house that you can't even use once or twice.
Borrowing from X to repay Y.
That's the worst sort of, because now that's, for me, I always feel like you've hit rock bottom, because if you're borrowing from this to pay this, and borrowing from here to then pay back that guy to buy time, and then you buy time again, that thing you get caught up at a certain point. It will always come and hit you so hard. So that's the thing I was saying. If you're the type who realizes, I've hit rock bottom and I want to fix it, and you put your mind to it, you can. If you're on the other side, where it's become so much and it's an addiction, you get a debt counselor, or get somebody who can really be the type to tell you, by the I'm going to delete all these apps from your phone, but you're going to have to repay all this debt. I'm going to delete them, and they are constantly there with you to ensure that they get you out of that debt. But on this other side, so the first thing is just stop borrowing. Stop borrowing from here to pay this. And how can you do that? I think first, pick out the critical debts that you need to get out quickly. If you have a stream of money coming in, for example, and I have 5k with this mobile lender, 10k with this mobile lender, what can I do? So the first thing is, you say, this month I'll focus on clearing this 10k. So what does that mean? If I'm earning my 50k, this month I'm going to Jinyima, I'll eat decently, not so much expensive. I'll avoid any form of expensive lifestyles, and I'll just focus and ensure that I'll pay my rent. At least I have decent food in my house, and then that month I clear my 10K. Then next month I focus on another one. So I have every month a goal and a debt that I need to sort out. Then I give myself, I'll sort, finish. So first of all, you can use that as a method to get yourself slowly out of debt.